great day, great afternoon, great night. Just a great time in general when you're watching this video. So today I kind of wanted to talk about, which is, does gender matter? And the quickest matter-of-fact answer is it matters because society made it matter. Otherwise, it doesn't matter outside of like someone's wanting to express it. Other than that, it shouldn't matter, but it does matter. It's very ridiculous because it's very clear that gender is constructed within our society to isolate people more than it is to bring people together or for them to feel really connected to women or men. Like it's not really there for you to feel like you're a part of something. It's to put you in a category and apply specific things to you. Like, think about, like, men, for instance, are very often put into a box of they should be this hyper masculine person, always lifting weights, doing shit outside, not really indoors, doing basically anything you would see indoors, from cleaning, dishes, cooking, anything like that. But they still want you to have those lessons for whenever you move out of the house. Like, you should still be able to know how to clean your place and stuff like that. So it's like very double standardy there, because it's like, why are we supposed to know these things and then we're also not supposed to know these things? It's very contradictory, very ridiculous. And then women are told that they must be like toned down, more feminine, only, like being ready to birth and take care of a family. Like, that is very common what women are put into a box to do. Just go make a sandwich, clean the kitchen. And it's like, yeah, but like, why though? Is it because you're too stupid to make your own sandwich? Like, it's that's like the stuff I hear about whenever I hear the standard between the two. It's almost like you're equating a woman out of no clear idea or reason or anything like that. Can't go out and do the same thing a man can do, but like, why? Because you can't say bone density, because people from different parts of the world also have different bone density. Like, I know people that have been born higher in the mountains and they have higher bone density because they have to deal with more gravity. Like, you can't use bone density. A large majority of women I've met have a higher pain tolerance than I've ever had. Like, my mom has, for instance, like literally cut her whole hand open and she's staring at me like, well, I guess we should deal with this. And I'm over here like, like, you're bleeding. Have some kind of reaction to that. Because I've, had my pain tolerance is also pretty high, but I've also grown up from years of like, hide the pain, don't really, like, pretend it's not even really happening. There is instances where I definitely am a crybaby, but a lot of my life has been like, hide it, shove it down, it doesn't really matter, you always gotta look strong type of shit. The craziest double standards between the two, and they're nothing. Like, they mean they're arbitrary. I know women who can read faster than me. I know women who are literally stronger than me. Like, my roommate can pick up almost like, twice what I can pick up. And I've also, I think, been lifting heavier shit for longer because I did like tree work for a lot of my life. I still am weaker, and I know other guys who lift more than I do, and I can lift more than them, and I've only been starting to work out again. Same thing, like, I know more women who can run longer than me because they can also hold their breath longer than I can. Interesting how outside of it feels like it's societal shit born and based out of this crazy idea that men are better than women. And I think people have spent far too much of their time just either side thinking they're superior in one form or another. Like, some people, when they were in elementary school, thought they were better than other people. Then they get to middle school and then that changes a little bit. Or maybe it keeps going through middle school and then in high school is when they change about it, or maybe it keeps going all the way till college and then that's what college changes them, or unfortunately it never changes and then those people get into power because somehow egotistical people always seem to get into power, and then we have those egos and gigantic ass testosterone filled rejects that then start running the world and keep wanting to create these dumbass ideas and spread them around, like treating people less than that are actually probably more than you is pretty wild. Just in principle, I would say gender has truly ever mattered has only either really been in recent years, like mattered to people. Because we have had trans people for a very long time throughout history. Look it up, not the shit you get told in school. We've had trans people through a lot of our history, and intersex people in other religions believing in third genders or multiple genders. And it's just very funny how our world really got scraped down into these two, all because we wanted to follow one book that has mass amounts of holes in it that also came up after other religions. Like straight up, there is about 7 at the very least other religions that have the same buildup and life as Jesus, and we still take the Bible as fact, even though other books also write about we use landmarks in the Bible to try and say that it's real, but honestly you can find those same landmarks in other texts, so wouldn't that mean those are real too? Like, come on here, where is the goalpost? We narrowed it all down into this, but realistically it's only had a resurgence in the idea of it being more of a personal thing, not in like a bad way, in a good way, with the alphabet mafia, which is what I love to call LGBTQ+. I don't like saying the whole thing, so alphabet mafia sounds cooler, especially when they think we have some kind of fucking agenda, which is really wild that the agenda wouldn't just be treated like human and then that's it. Yeah, respect and everything like that, that goes along with being treated like human, not less than. We've had people throughout history with all different gender conversations, gender ideas. It being a personal thing is definitely a good thing because people feel more connected to something. It is literally finding more of yourself, like you're identifying with more of yourself, and that's a good thing. Not the ideas of gender we have now where it applies to whether or not pink is for girls or boys, or blue is for girl or boys, or really clothes, to be that honest. Or like, I still hear that bananas are gay. They have potassium in them, the mineral you need. Like, we have grown up and live in a very fucked up world where we've just started conflating shit and fighting about shit. And I want to talk more about gender and stuff like that. I want to talk more and defend more of this side of my community, and that's what one of the big things I want to do with my Instagram reacts, which is where I'll wrap it up at, is I'm hoping this weekend is when I can finally start doing that. And what I'm going to be starting with is going down and reacting to Instagram videos talking about people either running their mouth where they shouldn't. Like, it may be a good amount of positive and negative. I might do like 3 good and 3 bad, of the 3 good being people that teach you more about gender and gender expression and things like that, and then 3 people who want to talk out of their ass. And I think maybe I might do the bad first, that way we can savor the good. But it is just wild how people who very clearly do not know what they're talking about, and like, if you start talking about, I can't even get into it, because I want to save it for the video because I get really heated about some of the shit I see on here because it feels like people just like regurgitating other shit when we were told growing up, don't regurgitate other shit, find out for yourself, don't just read the first thing you see online. But it's like every person over fucking, I mean, 40 is probably the best age. Everyone over 40 has just started seeing shit on the internet and they're like, oh yeah, that's exactly how it is. No, it is not. Like, actually go and do real research and stop sucking on Cheeto fingers as fingers. That's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.